Welcome to the Wisconsin Government Accountability Board's Eye on Lobbying webinar training series. In this webinar, we will explain how to surrender a lobbyist license, how to withdraw authorization for a lobbyist on behalf of a lobbying principal, and how to cease principal activities. At different times throughout the legislative session, it is possible that you may have to do one or more of these tasks. We will provide examples of when you may need to do these tasks later in the presentation. You must complete all reporting requirements before surrendering your lobbyist license. If you know that you will not be lobbying in Wisconsin for the remainder of the legislative session, you can surrender your license. Please note that once you do so, you cannot reapply for a lobbyist license until the next legislative session. Common reasons for a lobbyist to surrender their license include retirement, moving, or accepting other employment. If you have questions about surrendering your license, please contact the GAB before doing anything on the website. To start, log in to the Eye on Lobbying website. Select Registration and Licensing, and then select Surrender a Lobbyist License. Verify the lobbyist information and legislative session. Select the appropriate surrender status. All required reports completed or have not engaged in lobbying activity. Please note that if you select this option, the website will automatically submit a time report with 0 hours on your behalf for all authorized lobbying principals. Review certification and click the Certify button. You will then see a confirmation page. Once you surrender your lobbying license, all authorizations to lobby on behalf of principals will be automatically withdrawn. Lobbyist time reports must be complete before withdrawing authorization. Withdrawing a lobbyist's authorization is the responsibility of the lobbying principal. The principal should withdraw a lobbyist's authorization when the lobbyist is no longer employed or contracted by the principal. Log in to the Eye on Lobbying website. Select Registration and Licensing. Select Amend a Principal Registration. Verify the legislative session. Select the lobbying principal. Click Amend Principal Registration, and then click on Edit Authorized Lobbyist. Verify the legislative session. Select the lobbyist whose authorization you wish to withdraw. Click on the Withdraw button. And remember, the lobbyist's time report should be completed before the authorization may be withdrawn. Verify the authorizing principal. Verify the lobbyist. Click the Yes button to withdraw authorization. You will then see a confirmation of the withdrawal date in the table of authorized lobbyists. In order to cease as a lobbying principal, you must complete all reporting requirements for the lobbying principal, and all authorized lobbyists must complete their required time reports. By ceasing lobbying activities, a principal is no longer required to file statements of lobbying activities and expenditures for the rest of the legislative session. Log into the Eye on Lobbying website. Select Registration and Licensing, and select Cease Principal Activities. Verify the legislative session. Select the registered lobbying principal, and click the Cease Lobbying button. Verify the principal information and legislative session. Select the appropriate surrender status. All required reports completed. By selecting this option, the Eye on Lobbying website will verify that all authorized lobbyists' time reports and the principal's SLAE is complete. Have not engaged in lobbying activity? If you select this option, the Eye on Lobbying website will verify that all authorized lobbyists have completed their time reports and entered 0 hours. Review certification and click the Certify button. You will see a confirmation page. Thank you for watching this GAB Eye on Lobbying webinar training. We encourage you to utilize other training materials available on our website, including manuals, guidelines, and other webinar videos as they become available. Please contact us if you have any questions regarding the information presented in this webinar or anything else related to lobbying in Wisconsin and using the Eye on Lobbying website.